excited to share with you this app called Padlet. Padlet is one of my favorite apps for collaborating, communicating between staff, between students in the classroom. It's really a great tool and I think you're going to love it. Alright, so first thing you do, head to Padlet.com, and this is, by the way, also available as an Android app. It's an iOS app, and so there's lots of different ways that you can access it, as well as on the Chromebook. Alright, so Padlet.com, once you get here, you're going to go ahead and click the sign up button, and you'll be able to sign up using your Google account. Students will be able to sign up using their Google account as well, because this Padlet is on the approved apps list. Alright, so what exactly is a Padlet? Let me give you an example so that you can see what a Padlet is, and then that will give you a little bit better idea, and then I'm going to show you how to make your own Padlet. Alright, so when I was at NCCE, I went to a conference on formative assessment, and the gentleman had us all use a Padlet to write down some information. So what a Padlet does is it's a link to a website where everyone can post information, comments, they can post videos, whatever it is that they want to post. Everyone can do that all in the same spot. So there were about 30 of us in this class, and as soon as we all got the Padlet, all 30 of us started typing in our information here all at the same time. It was really cool to watch that happening and look at all the different comments and all the different information that was put all in one place, and this took a matter of about 2 minutes to do this. Alright, so let me show you how quick and easy this is. As a user, all I have to do is click in the bottom right hand corner, and it's going to bring up this little empty box for me. In this empty box I can put a title, I can answer the question. You can see his question right here. What are some ideas for formative assessments? I could write some ideas. Here's the new features that Padlet has just added that I think are really fabulous. So students can leave voice comments. If you click on this little icon here, you're able to create a video, you're able to leave a picture, you're also able, since this is accessing through your Google account, you can also add a Google document right here. So imagine if you had all of your students being able to share a project they're working on. They can all look at each other's projects, they'll be able to open up the document, they'll be able to share ideas, share comments with each other. What an amazing collaborative environment that this is going to be able to provide you for your classroom. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look about how do we get this going for you. Alright, so once you're back here, Padlet.com, in the upper right hand corner you're going to make a Padlet. As soon as you click on this, it creates a new Padlet for you, and then it gives you the options to modify it. So let me walk you through how to do this. They're really hilarious. They create automatic titles for you. So my first Padlet, one of them I saw in here actually had my supercalifragilisticexpialidocious Padlet. So I'm going to go ahead and just leave that for now, but I could make that my own, and then I could put a description here so my students know exactly what it is that they're supposed to be writing. Alright, next is the layout. Now on this layout, this is just the way that the Padlet comments are laid out on the page. So the one we looked at was freeform. If you want something with a little bit more structure, you could do a grid and it would set all the comments up in that order, or a stream is going to give you even more structure yet, so then it would just be one comment on top of each other. Alright, the next thing is you can change the wallpaper. So come on down here and click on more, and you could go ahead and select a wallpaper that works for you. If you wanted to add your own, you could click on here and you could grab a picture from your desktop or wherever, whatever kind of thing you want to have for the background. You can be as creative and clever as you want to with this one. Let's go ahead and click on the back arrow. This takes us back to the modified page, and as we continue on down, the next thing we run across is an icon. I love this feature. If I click on one of these icons, notice in the top left hand corner next to my title it adds the icon. So if I wanted to create Padlets for each of my classes, I could have an icon representing each class. So it's just, I think, a really clever way to be able to organize your Padlets. There's also an option for you to add your own. Alright, let's click on the back arrow and continue on. The next piece is the posting. If you click on this attribution, what this means is that when students go to click here and add a comment, it's going to automatically put their Google address here. You can see here's mine. It will put their Google address right here along with their comment, so that way you know whose comment belongs to who. This next feature, the comments, this allows students or whoever is accessing your Padlet to be able to comment on other people's comments that they have left. And so I think this really leaves some great opportunities for teaching kids how to leave comments and some digital citizenship opportunities. Organizing your Padlets, if you think you're going to be doing a lot of Padlets, you might want to give them a tag to be able to make it easier to search. Just one quick little tip, make sure it's all one word, don't put any spaces in or else it won't accept it. All right, moving on to the next piece, people and privacy. Down here, the privacy settings, these are really important. I think if you click on it, it will tell you exactly what that type of privacy is all about. I'd say 99% of the time you're going to want to go ahead and select the secret. And then the next section down here, those who have access to this, what are they able to do? Click on that little drop down arrow, and again it gives you options to look through. Again, 99% of the time I think you're going to want to choose Can Write. This next little section, adding contributors, if you are co-teaching with a teacher and you put their email in here, they will have the same access to this Padlet as you do, so they'd be able to come in and edit it, etc. This also might be something you want to share with your administrator, so this would be the place that you could add collaborators to your Padlet. All right, let's go ahead and move to the next section. Ooh, we're all done. We can go ahead and start posting. Notice how in the bottom right hand corner there's my little button. I can click on that and I could start adding information right here into my Padlet. All right, if I don't want this, I can delete it. Next is, how do you share this with other people so that your students have access to this Padlet? So the way this works over here on the right hand side, share, export, and embed, you have some options. I love this about Padlet, they automatically create a QR code for you. So your students could come in, and if you had this up on the board, they would be able to quickly scan it and they would automatically be right here at your Padlet. If you want to print it off, you can print that and paste it at the front of your classroom as well. Another way to share this code or to share this address, if you click right here, it's going to automatically copy this link, and you could go out to Google Classroom if you're using Google Classroom, or out to Canvas, right click on the link section and add a link right there, and then the kids automatically have access to that. Add the link into your website, or however else you want to be able to share that with students. Anyone who has a link will have access to this Padlet. If they don't have a link, they won't have access. All right, moving right along. The next thing I want to share with you is, how do you export this information? This is really cool. This is a new feature as well. So look through some of these and practice with some of them, but I do want to draw your attention to the spreadsheet. If you create a spreadsheet from this, what happens is it takes all of the information from your Padlet and it organizes it by the name of the author, and it tells you exactly what they wrote, and it puts it into an easy to use spreadsheet form. You can print it off and have that for your records, for a portfolio, whatever you might want to use that type of information for. So really some cool features. All right, let's go ahead. I want to show you one more thing up here in the gear. If you click on that, that's going to bring up, again, all of the editing tools. So if you want to go back later and modify your Padlet, you're free to do that. All right, I just love this app. I hope you do too. Play around with it a little bit. I think you're going to find some really great ways to use this as a collaboration tool in your classroom. Thanks for watching.